Welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. We'll be looking at Eurusd for this video. So we're currently looking at the weekly time frame, and just to get an overall picture of what is actually happening. So I've drew my trend line for the downwards to the downside, and for this week it's quite important because we've actually broke out of the channel. So and we are, just by looking at the weekly, we'll be aiming towards 1.1448, which is a monthly resistance line / support. So that was my next target, but let me just drop it down just to the daily so we'll see what actually happened on a more depth scale. So let's have a look here. So we can see the EMAs slowly converging over towards towards a buy now, and just by looking at how price action performed, we got the breakout, close above, and then we got the retest here on the trend line, and then we got the final close above, and pairing that with the bullish engulfing candle, we've got now the push towards the upside, which I was saying towards the 1.1448. So just step it down once more. Here is just the previous video's analysis, how I said that we could get the downwards momentum route or an upwards momentum route. So we got the upwards momentum route, so we can go ahead and delete that. So let me just show you whereabouts the last video was. It was here on the 3rd of June. Yeah, so roughly around here, this point. What I was looking for is a retest on this line, or break and close up. So we got that in this form on this point here at 1.11791. So we got this. So let me just get rid of this and I'll show you what actually happened. Yeah, so we got price came up here, and then we got down, went down, tested the support of for this line, but it didn't. It was tested for resistance, but it was overcome by the buyers. So the buyers are able to close very strongly above, which influxed all of the buyers to come into play. So was able to catch a good 60-yard pips on this, properly confirming our 3 TPs. So the first TP was at 1.1939, the second one was 1.12167, and the third 1.12472. So let's go ahead and delete that for this week, and let's go ahead and clear all this. Okay, so for this week right now, let's just put into perspective how it worked on the lower time frame in terms of retesting our bottom trend. So this purple line is, remember, is the upwards channel of the channel that we're looking at. Sorry. So we've got multiple rejections here, as we can see on this pin bar. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 proper rejections and an overextension, but it quickly subsided as a fake move. So price came down just to test the waters, and look how confluenced it. Look how price action confluenced with the top of the EMA. So we've got orders backing us all the way up through here on the lower on the EMA here. Can we see right? So all this gives us the idea that we've got the push to go higher. Now, so we've made our structure high. So we've got the structure close above and close high. So we've got the structure break. So now we need to look for the best possible entry route. So this line here is one of our lines that we've entered. So it's been activated. So what I do is keep the lines in a grey sort of color until we get to that position. So I can go ahead in my own time and change these back to grey until we get back to it, but it's just to make the chart a bit clearer towards me. So instead of having all these lines bombarded on my chart. So if we take a look on the hourly, hopefully we can see how price rejected and see how it performed. So let's just get rid of this to draw in the structures. So we have two things that we can point out here. So we've got rejection here. So this line has actually now become support in a sense, because we've got two confirmations here on the hourly. We also have divergence. Do we have divergence? Yes, we do have divergence. We have divergence here as price action is going down. If I can draw it, yeah, and price action is going up. So we do have divergence like that as such. So in terms of the oversold conditions, and due to the support that sensitivity that we're kind of getting from the 1.13459 zone, I'll be looking for price to come down to test this line again at the 1.12992 as it previously broke here, and hopefully we see some upside momentum. But obviously we need to wait for the retest before we go on the higher up. So I'll be looking for some long opportunities for this week, and ultimately we'll be heading towards the monthly support / resistance at 1.1448. So like I said, always remember to look at your own charts and your own analysis. Make sure your analysis is, if you do agree with my analysis, and if your analysis looks correct as well with mine, I don't see why not you should partake in the trade. But your strategy needs to be, coincide with your analysis and your risk management as well. So be careful with anything that happens during the news events this week, especially with the Euro USD pairs. There's a lot of volatility in terms of news this week. Yeah, so overall in this video I'll be predicting that we'll be going long for this week. Hopefully we can get some price action confirmation on this level that we'll be looking at, before we get the overall long. So we'll just have to see how it works out next week and see what actually happened. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you in the next video.